So welcome to Top of the World. 6 AM Monday morning. I ploughed on Saturday, I ploughed on Sunday, but just to keep the roads open and just to keep the old people their drives open for the home help, keep the bus stop open. So all I've done is just to keep it open because the snow just keeps coming. Anyway, we've got a break now, so it's Monday morning. Now we've got to clear up the mess. And it is a big mess, and I'll show you in a minute the overall snowfall for the 3 days. Day 1, day 2 and day 3, because they're actually marked in the levels right there. Yesterday, extreme. It was minus 22 Celsius. Driving, obviously no heat, no door, wind chill factor minus 30. The batteries wouldn't work, I wouldn't work, and I had to go all the way 2 villages away to clear the old boys because they can't anyway. But today we're going to focus on our clean up. We're in a mess in the yard. We'll do this last if we get to this today, probably not. We'll start by getting everybody out their drives, making sure the road's been, because the main snow plough hasn't come. So there's been no snow plough through this end of the village or any of the side roads. It's not just us. I've seen, or I have, because I don't use Fat Face. But Sarah tells me that the town to the north, the locals have also been questioning where the snowplows are because of the old people and the drives and the home help. The thing is, there's a lot of snowplow drivers also have main road routes. Well, I don't have any kind of snowplowing contract like that because obviously my tractor's nearly 70 years old. We have a combined experience of like 115 years, 120 years. And so when it snows like it has been, your main focus is in keeping the main routes open, and then as soon as you finish that, you get back onto the back routes. Well, I'm a back route man. Anyway, let's get to the tidying up. I'll show you what I mean by the various levels. This is our overnight snowfall. This is yesterday's snowfall, and then this is from Saturday's snowfall. And this was all cleaned, so this is all just keeping the roads open. Right, let's go see if the old girls start. Haven't showed you the moon. I know all the lights, I know the lights, I know. Lights. Right, that's got me a cleared operating pad and cleared my way out. And that's the plough on. Now what we have to do, which is something completely new, which you'll see more of in the future, we have to load the tractor out with cameras. So you probably noticed the red lights on my gloves. Thanks to my brother. I had a nightmare with them yesterday. So the idea is you have to keep the batteries on charge, put the batteries in, switch them on full, and they'll just about produce some kind of heat. Well, I'm sure if you like walking the dog in southern England on a cold morning, like, they're excellent. Here at minus 30, no, they're not. Anyway, you can just see what we're up against here and how deep it is. So we're gonna load this up with our cameras, and then we're off. All my older subscribers will know, but my newer subscribers won't, and I've got a lot of them, thank you very much. I can't be away from the building for more than an hour and a half tops, because I have to fill the furnace. So, there we go, that's what we do. Right. It's not so cold today. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it is below minus, as in it's above. Let's get out of the way of the tractor. Below, above. I'll be able to give you an under shelter temperature. Oh no, it's like summer. Minus 14 Celsius. No problem. for my more regular viewers, you'll know where we are. Ooh, there's the well over there. So we're going to try and open this house for Christmas. The family's coming for Christmas. All that work we've done, I'm hoping it's going to be worth it. Now, anybody that lives here on a full-time basis has a whole array of special shovels for clearing snow. What you don't want to do is walk on the snow without clearing it. Well, we're not going to have much choice, and it's too cold to be messing about. So walking on that's a really bad thing, because it's going to compact it down and cause a problem. So I'm going to try and go up the side so that I can clear all this off without it being a problem. Now, this house is going to be frozen solid. So we're about 10 days away from Christmas, I think. Is it 9 days now? Maybe we can get the key in the door. Taking your gloves off. Okay, right. So it's as cold in there as it is outside. Do we have power? Yeah. So before we start going downstairs and messing with any of that, we got to start switching on the heaters to start the slow warming process. Where's the light switches? There. So it's just a case of going into each room. How we're going to get the washing machine live, I don't know whether we're going to tackle that or not. Where did that go? Oh yeah, heat. Let's just take that off of there for a minute. This is all shut down, of course. We start applying heat to the building. Look at that. Oh, is it minus 20 in here? Oh yeah, it's definitely minus 20 in it. Just have I tested these before, these ones? I don't even know how they're powered. They appear to be, I can't feel no heat coming out of it yet. Maybe there's some heat coming out of them. Right. Okay. I'm trying to leave the doors open now and get some heat to circulate. Alright, so here we are back at the old well house. I'm about to do the impossible. It's actually quite warm in here compared to outside. So firstly I want to show you outside because I've just swept off all the decking. It's 14:30, 2:30 in the afternoon. 17th of December, 2:30 in the afternoon. Dark. Anyway, I've swept off the deck, not that you can see anything because it's dark. And I've cleaned off the stairs and I've cleaned out the bottom. You can't see much because it's dark. Right, anyway, this is my world. Now what I've got to do is hope that everything that I did back in the summer in order to prepare this house for the family to be at Christmas is going to work. So down into the cellar, where it's not as cold as it could be. Light. Okay, so you'll remember I wrapped all this and all the lagging and all the pipe work in my green cable, which is also inside, you can see a little bit of it there, inside all the water pipes that go everywhere. Right, you'll remember that nasty hole. So, where's the end of it? Here we go. Now the idea is having done all this, I plug this in like this, in here, right, and now that is going to start heating everything. Hopefully, see, I wondered about that. I'm going to need a blowtorch. The taps are frozen open. This would be amazing if this works. If I can turn this lot on and it works. I can't turn it on today. All the taps are frozen. I'm going to need a... I didn't bring a blowtorch. Yeah. That's not frozen. But that one down there is. And that tap there is. Now it won't be frozen. Let me turn this light off. It won't be frozen in the well because it's too deep, right? And if you remember, we put in a long pump in the bottom of the well. So if the pump was where it was before, which was halfway up, sitting above the water, with no insulation around it, we wouldn't be able to do this. But because the pump is in the bottom of the well, in the water, we should, and I say that, right, because the family coming for Christmas, they're due here, it's the 17th today, they're due here on the 20th. So, we'll let this cable start doing its thing. Alright, I can already feel some heat in it. Okay. So we've got to trust we can do what we're doing. Now fortunately, right, this whole house has got electric heaters. What a result that is. So I've had the heaters on now for 24 hours and it's warm in here. Almost warm enough to take coat off. The other problem I have is upstairs. We've got to live fill all this with water. And of course everything's disconnected, which we've got to reconnect. But it is feeling so much warmer in here. Do we have lights? Lights here. There we go. Now, there is a problem. Electric heating. Okay, so here we are, back in the attic. Right, with all the new floors. Look at this for a different place. There's no light up here. But we do have new floors. And it feels warmer in here. Oh. That's exactly what I was looking for. Curtain rails and poles. No way. Oh. I didn't know they were here. I bet what I wanted, which is the curtain pole brackets, are in the bottom of that bag. Anyway, right, so this is the hot water tank. Oh, it's so much cleaner in here. You can just walk around without falling through the floor. You've done a good job, Simon. This is the only bit that's not insulated. But once I switch it on, did I shut all these things off? I'm sure I did. I should just be able to plug that in. As I can't plug it in now because it's got no water, but I should be able to plug that in as I release the water. So if when I'm ready to fill the system with water, if I come up here and plug this in, that's the idea, and then let the water flow. What a huge difference this makes with this floor. Oh, creaky one there, Simon. Look at that. What a good job. It even feels nicer up here, considering there's no insulation. It doesn't feel as cold and as nasty as it did. And there is no insulation up here. So that bodes well for turning this into living accommodation, which is next year's project, I hope. All right. So We have a light up here. Oh, there is a light in here. Huh. Oh, I didn't know that. There is a light in here. Oh, right, okay. There you go then. All right. And I haven't got the heaters turned right up at all. So then add in the fireplace, it's going to be really good. Yep, working. Yep, working. Okay, nice. Nice, gives me hope. Gives me a lot of hope. Well, we've got to get to and do some plumbing now. We've got to reconnect the pipe up down there, which we took out. We've got to reconnect the pipes down here. Hopefully all these taps are thawed. And we should be able to connect it all up, which is the easy part, of course. What's going to be nightmare and the difficulty is draining it back down when they go. Right. All right. Let's get to this then. Cool, Simon. Well, I went too bad. I had 4 curtains. I made up 3 curtain rails and poles, but the 4th curtain just so happens fitted there. The bedroom's all got curtains now. 1, 2. Okay. So that's all good. I'll leave that open because I don't think that bedroom heater works well. There's one there. I've also done the one upstairs. I've also reconnected all the pipework. So now with the cable switched on downstairs, I think I'm happy to leave it 24 hours. The other thing I've got to do, bad organisation, Eric, got to tell you, there's no wood in here for the fire. So I don't even know if they cleaned it out before they left. Based on my previous experience with people, they didn't. No. Right, so that needs cleaning out, ready to be lit. And then that will all work. Air intake, air outtake. We think we're good. There's no curtains in this room, but they are the old school double glazing. They're cold. It needs curtains in here really, but yeah, not bad. Okay, they were all frozen up, but where I've had the heat on, where I've had the heat on, that's kind of kept them thawed. All right, it's a very delicate dance, livening up a house for Christmas for somebody. This is easier than others. One, because the owner paid me for my knowledge of how to get the water from the well into the cellar and up to the taps without it freezing. Right, it's not knowledge I always had because I haven't always lived in the Arctic. It's knowledge that I've gained. And the other easy thing about it is there is electric heaters everywhere, which makes it simpler because you haven't got, you know, a water-powered heating system. So it does cost more. Overall, long-term, I don't know. Anyway, it's warm in there. Fridge and the freezer on. There's a scratch on there. I didn't do that. I delivered these in perfect condition. Yeah. All right. I see no advantage to sending the water live right at this moment. So I'm not going to. I've done the curtains. I know it's heating up. I've only got the heaters sat on midway. So my plan was on the 20th to have the fire lit to produce the extra heat, but they really can do that. Right, not bad. Not bad. I'm quite happy with the way things are going. And I did say to him, you know, if you let me do it the way I want to, I'm pretty sure I can have this house operational for a week or so that you're here over Christmas. And I think I've done it. All right, that'll do for here. We'll come back and put the water on the day before they arrive. Yeah, I've got cameras. Cameras on the machine. I'm experimenting different places. One on my head, which is first. Huge shout out to my brother, who a couple of weeks ago drove 3,000 miles to bring me new and used equipment that he had. But most importantly, and this is the big thing, he built me a computer. My computers are 25 years old. He built those ones as well. And I needed a new computer for this editing software. You know, I've been going on about this for years and years and years. Well, my brother is the biggest benefactor to the future of this channel. I'm never going to be able to pay him back. Well, maybe. If you lot keep watching, maybe I can pay him back. Maybe I can pay him back and say thank you. Anyway, so in the new year, we're going to see new footage with new cameras, I hope. I've had a few disasters already, and I'm continuing having disasters. Anyway, so amongst all this other stuff I've got to do, we've done a clean up with the plough and the bucket, but I've got a big pile on the corner just over here. I've got to move because you can't have big piles like that. Also, what we've not had in the past is the big lorries that come to empty all the recycling bins and the bins. They need to now, which is why you'll probably see I'm ploughing everything much wider, because we've not only got to accommodate the villagers with their recycling, but most importantly the trucks that have got to come. Ain't going to do my road much good in the long term, but anyway, we've just got to go and move a big pile of rubbish and then we're kind of done for this clean-up. Have we done anything with the yard? No, I'm in such a mess. Untouched. So there's tons and tons of snow in here. We're going to have to get out of the way and deal with that. But I just want to finish off everything that I've got to do outside, and then we can come back and focus and get ourselves clear, because you know it's only going to be, I think it's tomorrow. We've got a lot more snow coming now before Christmas, and we're nearly there. I don't know what date we're on. Oh, it's the 17th. It's my brother's birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Right, it is. I better send him a happy birthday text, don't I, really? Yeah, that's what I do. And I bet he's working today. He works every day. Right, let's go and clear this mess up. Oh, there is one other thing. I was having a right... He's bought these gloves. I was having a right moan about these gloves, because at -30 the batteries go flat straight away. Anyway, what you got to do is put the batteries in, switch them on, right, high, and leave them. And some of the drain in the batteries will make the batteries last a bit longer, if that makes any sense. Anyway, you've got to get them on, and that helps keep the batteries warm. What I thought I would do was drive into the other village until my hands got cold, then switch them on. It was too late. The batteries were already dead. So, alright, do I look stupid with this? I'd look even more stupid if I didn't have any teeth in and this on my head. Right, let's got to remember to switch all the cameras on, point them all in the right direction, and clear some snow. Here we go. What that does is that stops a continuous build-up. It also stops any lack of sight. As you can see, not that there's many cars here, but it's just good practice not to pile snow up on corners of junctions. And knowing how much snow is going to come, I can probably get another 3 or 4 ploughs before I have to do that again. But it is something you have to do and keep clean. And you can see I'm pushing all the snow across from the area in both sides, so everything that was here all gets pushed across the road. Otherwise, by the end of the winter, you can't move here. So if I keep it on the move, it makes it easier long term. And now, of course, I have to keep this area much clearer than I used to, because before we just had the bin lorry coming, but now, of course, we have the big lorries with the 2 trailers. They have to come up my road here and then along here, and then they'll need to get out. So there we go. You can see my fire that was lit at 5:30 this morning, quietly puffing away. So I'm going to wrap the video up there. That's the end of a 2-day clean up, and now we've cleaned up the corners, and now we're going to go and do the yard. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for my new subscribers. If you like what you're watching, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, don't cost nothing. It's starting to help me out. Thanks very much, bye for now.